Hey guys, it is I, Chris. I'm here to make another one of these incredible Stalwart 3D printed bridges. And this is the arch, and it is so cool. Once you get it done, you're going to just be like, that's awesome. So let's get this thing going here. Now, I've got everything separated out here. You know, here's the deck plate, here's the end plates, and all the other good stuff. We've got everything here ready to go. So, and you'll have to excuse the mess on my table. I'm working on like 8 different projects at one time, and I'm sorry for the delay of getting this thing made for you guys, but it's here and we're doing it now. So, what you're gonna have to do first, and this is what just me personally, like to do first, is you gotta find the pieces in succession. So, we're gonna go with the larger piece. Now, if you see it's got this little trailer down the bottom, well, that's actually gonna be on top because your bridge has these grooves in it and it's going to hook into that just like that. Boop, done. So let's get this thing going here for you guys. So with this, the bridge is upside down at this point right here. Now you've got all your little detail parts. You want those facing out so that you can see and everybody else can see the incredible detail that goes into these things, and just kind of it's going to snap together for you just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some glue to put it in place. Just like that, we're going to dab it right inside there. And it's such an amazing model. These guys have taken a lot of time to put these things together the right way the first time, so there's no guesswork as to what you have to do next. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you get to the next level with these and to see, what's going on here, there, and everywhere else. Now, you want to make sure that all your pieces are lined up. Now, this stuff's going to swing around a little bit on you because it's not glued into place yet, but we're going to get it there here really soon. So just like that, see how this piece is kind of hanging in there and we put a little bit of glue on there? Well, these things actually kind of go together really easily. Just a little bit of glue. So, I'm going to dab some there, we're going to dab some there. Just like that. And it's going to start curing rather fast. And we wanted to do that so that we can put more pieces in and make it go a little bit smoother for you, the consumer. Now, you're going to see that you have different sizes of these under supports. Well, you're going to need it because it's an arch. That's really the only way to put this, is that these arches are very well constructed. I mean, I can't believe the amount of work that you don't have to do with these just to make them work and make them look really good. So you go to the next size. Now you can, if you're not sure what your next size is, you hold it up to the other one. So you can see this one here, just a little bit smaller, and then this one here is going to be your next size. And you're just going to plop it right in there. And each one of these has their own little place to be. And like I said, you want to do this with the dimples facing out, just like it's a real rivet job that you're working on a trestle. So put that right in there. I'm going to turn this just a little bit so I can finagle it myself, because, be a bridge builder, you got to do things the best way right away. So now we're going to put some glue in here on this here to hold this bad boy in place, just like that. Boop. Now, I've used this stuff before and I've showed you guys this stuff. I love using this stuff because it dries completely clear. No guesswork on that. So I'm going to put a little bit right down inside there. And we'll put a little bit right down inside there. And now, if one side starts flailing a little bit, that's okay. You've got a long ways to go before you're done building a bridge. So, if you want to just start putting things in there, and if you leave one side a little bit loose, it's going to be easier to come back and do it the rest of the way as you build the bridge. Let's see here. That one here's a little bit big. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this one here can go in just like this. See how that's kind of an odd off shape? Well, that means you go to the next size down, which would be this one right here. It's such great modeling in these things, man. I can't say enough great things about these models. I've built hundreds and hundreds of models, and they're absolutely phenomenal. Now we're doing these videos because some people were having some problems putting these things together, and I said, you know what, maybe I can help with this. So we're going to dab that right inside there. And we'll put a little bit right inside there. Just like that. Now, a lot of people don't like to build stuff, and I get that. I love it. It is very relaxing to me to be able to build this kind of stuff. Very relaxing. It's just however you perceive it. Really, you know, you want to build a bridge? Well, build a bridge. If you don't want to build a bridge, back off, Jack. You don't have to. Now, as you can see, we're right here in the center. Now, the center is one that stands alone by itself. And it's going to go in right here, just like that. Because we're almost through this bridge. Oh, you know what I did? That's right. Put this rascal in upside down. That's okay. We got this. We have the technology to build all kinds of great things. And Stalwart models, guys are helping us build all sorts of cool stuff. So we're going to put a heavy dab of glue. And when you're using glue and you're putting things together, you really, a lot of people freak out because they're thinking it's going to be difficult. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. Man, you don't have to freak out over it. Now, see this one here? That's too big for that one. This one here is too big. And this is the trial and error. This is actually the fun part of this, because we're going to the next size. And of course, you know, you want your detail facing out, just like that. Well, just like that. I don't know why I know what it is. I'm just imagining the bridge upside down, and it's like messing with me a little bit. So we're going to put that in there just like that. And now when it comes to these little hooks at the end, you're just going to dab some right inside there to give it some strength inside there. Just like that. And if you use the glue correctly, then you're going to put it right there just like that, and it's going to hold in place a whole lot better. Now see, this stuff, I don't know, it's kind of a weird claim to fame with these guys. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal. This glue that I'm using, and you know, it's nothing special, but it works so good on building these models. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this thing together. And now this video, it may act like it's a little bit long, but let me tell you something. When you go to build this stuff, you're going to want to know everything about this, right? Well, that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of getting you to the point where you'll know just as much about this stuff as I do. And I know that was kind of in the shot, and I'm sorry about that. But as you can see, we're just putting this stuff together as we go. We're just gluing it in place and, you know, letting the cards fall where they may. That's not true, because this is the correct way to do this. And so we're going to go right here. And if you want to be, you know, really challenging with this, you don't have to do it in the steps that I'm doing it. That's the great thing about these models. If you have a better way to do it, please feel free to share, but this is the best way that I have found. And so you see, as we're building models, this stuff here just kind of clicks together. But I'm sorry, it doesn't click together. This stuff here goes together in an exact process for you guys, so that you guys will have the best model available. Now, as you can see, we've just done the entire bottom of this bridge in no time at all. So now we can push this side in and just work our way all the way down. And you know, if you want to, you can start at one end, just like this, and you're going to hold it. I'm going to move this light over a little bit for you. There we go. See how I'm kind of holding this thing together here at the top and at the bottom? Well, that's kind of what you got to do to make these bridges work. You know, you can be as rambunctious with this as you want, or you can be as gentle with this as you want. I prefer the gentle side because this is a plastic model, and I have already removed all the flashing from this model. And so as we put this together, it's going to just start forming incredibly. I love watching these things just like come to life. That is just so cool to me. A good friend of mine says, man, you got to have some patience to do this stuff. You do. There's no two ways about it. You can't just jump in and say, oh, I'm going to build a bridge. Well, guess what? Jump in it like that and you're going to have some issues. Because you got to get things lined up. But see, we've done one side so that everything's going to line up a lot easier once we start getting the glue put to it. Let's see. Yep. And there's that piece, just like that. And see how that's kind of forming together a little bit. We take our glue. And man, I am running low on this stuff. Hopefully, where I buy this stuff from, it shows up soon, because I got some other models I got to build. I'm doing a rather large layout, and I'm gonna need some glue, folks, to finish building the rail cars and things. make sure you don't glue your fingers to this stuff. You know, that wouldn't be great. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. God knows I've glued myself to several things in my life because, well, I'm a model builder, right? That's what we're going to go with. That's what I'm sticking with. That's my story. There we go. Get that in there. Now, to make it go a little bit faster, you can blow on it. And this glue is so awesome. I love this stuff. And it doesn't stink like, you know, like the jet glue. Yeah, it doesn't have that jet glue residue smell. So you can kind of get up in there on it, but don't huff paint, kids. It's not worth it. There we go. There's a good dollop in there. Move to the top. Put some right inside there. Now, if you guys like these videos, let me know. I'll build all kinds of crazy stuff for you guys. All you gotta do is let me know what you want to see being built, and we can go from there. But I can't build it if I don't know what you guys want. Drop that right. There we go. Get in your hole. And so I'm going to do this up here a little bit. All right, kids. I got a little bit of glue to do down here on the bottom. Right here in this run. Right? Bloop, there. And here is the bridge, almost completely done. That's how quickly this thing can go. You just got to put your mind to it and just have fun with it. So many people do not have fun with this, and it becomes a chore, and I don't like to see that. I want you guys to have fun with this stuff. That's why I volunteer to make these things for you guys. Now we're going to turn this upside down again. Let's see something here. So I'm going to put a little drop right inside there. And there we go. Now remember, your little rivets, they go out. That's upside down. You need it like that. Just like that. out of the way because I'm sure that's getting in the shot for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. There we go. Now then, as that dries, we go down here to the end where everything meets up, and you're going to have to square this up a little bit inside the slot, which is not a big deal. Just like that. And you're going to want to come in from the back side because that's where the glue is going to meet. So you're going to want to, and you want to put a healthy amount inside here because this is really where everything is going down. This is where the parts meet, and I love the way they did this so that it was just like the real thing. It's got the end template plate that sorry, I'm trying to do 5 things at once here, and it's actually 2 things at once. Okay, so let's let that dry a little bit. And voila, there we go. There's your end piece in. Now, later on, you can go back with these things and take out some of the webbing from the 3D printing. I leave mine in. I think it looks kind of cool. There, I said it. Haha. Now, Jason knows that I really, really have a lot of respect for these models that he does, because it's no small feat to make these things for people and make everybody happy, but he tries his best and does the best with what he has, and I'm telling you now, you'll never see a better built bridge in your life than what is being produced by these guys. Such incredible stuff. But yes, the glue is the key, and you want to use the heavy duty glue. I mean, there's a lot of people that use like the jet glues and the fast cures and all that stuff. That's totally up to you. I prefer this glue because I like the way it adheres to 3D printing. And just like that, we have a model. A lot of people don't understand how quickly this stuff dries, but you'll get the hang of it. I mean, it's trial and error, and I'll be honest with you, this is the second one of these I put together. I put one together just so that when I made this video for Jason, it would look correct. I have no other way of saying it than I wanted the best of the best for this video, and Jason allowed me to do that with this incredible model. Now, when we get into this, you'll see that the deck, there's the deck side, this is where the rails go. This is your underside. It's got grooves in here. Those grooves line up with the underside of the bridge, just like that. And you're going to want to, see, not all of them are going to be perfect. That's why we didn't heavy glue a lot of these. I'm so sorry, that is kind of in the way, and I keep forgetting about that, but it is what it is today. We're doing some great stuff here. So you're going to want to get quite a bit of glue down inside there, because this is going to hold the deck plate on, and this is the only thing that holds the deck plate on. You don't want your deck plate coming loose. Oh, see how that flew off there? Because I was getting a little cocky with it. Yeah, buddy. Now these videos I do for Jason because he's got such an incredible product, and I really think that if you put one of these together, you would absolutely agree that this is one of the greatest models you've ever built. Regardless of what other people think. And you guys really need to know that you have to take your time with these things. These models are phenomenal, but you got to take your time. You really do. The reason I'm going so fast is because I've built one before, and I know exactly how they go together, and I'm able to make it go together in the way that I want it to. So there's how we get all that in there. Now you're going to ask me about the under trusses. Under trusses are not an issue. Here's exactly what they look like. This is what makes the support of the supports. So we're going to take this, pull it up, just like that. Now you can do the deck lid first. You can do this piece first. It's up to you, however you want to do it. But this is how they lay in there. Piece by piece. Just like that. And then you have smaller sizes as you go down. Because this piece won't fit into here. It's too large. So you definitely have sizes as you go. Some of the things you do have to trim down. I mean, it's a model. This is not just slap and go. This is a model, just like everybody else's models. There are little spoons you have to take off and things like that, but that's okay. You've got this, right? Abso-freaking-lutely. So we can put this in here like this. I'll move that bottle over here. Let's just take this and dab it right there like that. here. Just take it. And by no means is this any part of the load bearing, but it looks so freaking cool. And then you have the next piece. Now these pieces fit in just, that's not the next piece. That piece is a little bit large. Or a little bit small, I should say. And you have this piece. And so you can match these things up easily just by placing them in, holding them down. And we're just gluing this stuff in place as we go. I mean, this model is absolutely phenomenal. I keep saying that. You guys, trust me. When it comes to bridge models, I've seen a lot worse, a lot higher priced. Jason has an incredible product, and I want you guys to check it out. And if you have any questions on building these things, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You're here on my YouTube channel looking at this stuff as I build it. Reach out to me. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're having any issues putting these things together, because by golly, I can help. So that's how we do that. We got all the different pieces, all the different sizes. It's just going to go together like clockwork. Let's see. And see, once you get so far with these, you can just dab that glue right on there. This stuff dries clear. Don't be afraid of it. A lot of people get, afraid of the glue because they don't want to mess anything up or whatever. You're not going to mess anything up. I guarantee you're not going to mess anything up. And you see how this stuff just like falls into place? And that's exactly what you're doing. Just making this thing its own little beast. if you don't want to watch all the video, that's great. Good luck to you. Watch as much as you want to. Because let me tell you, sometimes these things can be a bear. And this is just a tutorial. This is just to help you guys get what you need going on. I don't want to, you know, hold anybody back from doing their model building. I'm just here to help. Get your model building. I put that one in the wrong spot. See how easy that was to fix that though? Keep that in mind. It's easy to fix. All this stuff is so easy to do. Jason has done such an amazing job with these models. Just kind of slide that right into place. Just like that. And we're going to put some up here in this top one. But wait, there's more. There's a little bit more of this bridge to go, but it's not as hard as you thought it was, now is it? This thing has actually come along really well, really nicely, really quickly. The last piece of the underbridge. Boom, there it is. Let's slide that. Okay, we're gonna let this dry for just a second because I got a lot of stuff going on here still yet. Okay, so now we got all that done. Yay! Now we have this piece here. A lot of people don't realize what this piece does. Fits in right there. Boom. But it's also these little nubs on this right here. There's four little pilot holes. Just gonna set it right inside there. Make sure this thing has the correct fitment. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I don't know why I closed that lid. I knew I wasn't done with it, but you know, it happens. Oop, glop right there, glop right there. We're gonna start holding this thing together. Just like that, turn it around. glob right inside there, right there where those nubs go, right inside that little slot. These things are absolutely phenomenal. Now, here's something you guys don't see every day. We're just gonna let that set. Boop. We're gonna grab the next one. We're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna make the fitment just like that. Sorry, I had a little carpal tunnel moment there. See, and you do have to make sure you have this thing facing the right way, because this thing has to fit into the bridge with these two little nubs right here. Now, if for some reason they're a little bit big, and that does happen sometimes, you just gotta, shave it back just a little bit. All you have to do is just take a hobby knife and just spew it back a bit. You're not gonna hurt anything. If you're going on the inside, you're not gonna hurt anything at all. Now, if you do this on the outside, good luck to you, because then you're gonna be able to see it. But just like that, we made this little bitty cuts in there. And just like that, they fit. So now we're going to take a little bit of this fine glue. I'm going to put it right inside there where it connects. Just like that. Do it on both sides, because you want it glued in place so that when your train goes over it, it doesn't come undone and create a gigantic mess on your layout. Alright, there we go. Now those there are done. Just gonna let it set. You can let it set upright, upside down, however you want to. This is your model. Now here's the handrails. Every good bridge has a guardrail system. Make sure the spoons are heading out. Now if you notice that this bridge has a little bounce to it, it's because I'm going fast, okay? We're not gluing every piece down right now. I'm going to finish it up. I'm just showing you guys the basic way to put this thing together and the best way to make this a reality for you and your layout. But now see these little sprues I talked about a minute ago? We're going to go on this end because it's more faceted. It just slips right inside there. Just like that. Let's see. Boop. There we go. She's in there. That's how we do this every freaking time. But those go on the ends, just like that. It's going to look just like that. And I do like to put a little bit of glue right here in the top, because it does dry clear. But it's going to help hold this rascal in place as well. Oh, see how it popped out of my hand? Let's not try to do that again. So we can lay this down like this and put this piece in. Now, you guys can see that well. Okay, good. Sorry, I had to look over at my monitor to make sure you guys could see what I'm seeing. And just put some glue in there. Just don't be afraid. You're not going to hurt anything. Don't glue your fingers together. But just like that, we're gluing this thing down, and it's going to become part of everything else. If you go in between there, all you have to do is do that right there. Boom. You can go in between these cracks easily. Or I'm sorry, not cracks. In between these support bars and make that thing a reality for you. Okay? So, a little bit of wind on it. It's a little bit not together the way I like for it to, but I'm going to put it like this. Set it up on its side. Now you can see right down inside there, and to give it a great support, I'm just going to drop this right in there. It's going to make it a support like none other. Give it a little wind. We're going to do the same thing on this side that we did on that one. I'm going to kind of just push it together and give it some glue. I'll get my big old arm out of the way so it's not in the frame all the time. Sorry about that. Boom, there we go. This bridge is now connected. And I keep screwing that down. I don't know why. Here, let me. There. So, our bridge is connected. This stuff is so cool. I truly love these models. I think everybody should take their time, build the model correctly the first time. You won't have anything to worry about. So there's that. You're going to have a little gap in there. That's fine. Just don't worry about it. If you're really worried about it, you can stand it up on end and come in and glue better in different areas. So that's totally up to you. Just giving you some options on how to masterpiece this. Just like that. If you saw where I touched that right inside there. Oh, I'm sorry, you couldn't see that. Let me raise this up a little bit. Okay. So I took it and I put it right inside there, just like that. And that's going to form all that together nice and neatly. I'm going to do the other side since I'm here. All right, kids. So let's move this back down a little bit, because we're going to do the handrails next as soon as this thing dries up a little bit. There we go. That's a beautiful thing. So like I told you a while ago, here's your handrails. You do have some very good detail on these, and they're going to set right inside these slots right here. Now some of these you do have to clean them up a little bit. That's fine. It's a model. It is not an actual bridge, number one. Number two, I know that Jason has worked tirelessly on these molds for these, or I'm sorry, on his 3D printing to make these things the best they can be. And I think he's done an absolutely phenomenal job. He's such a good, and he's absolutely such a great guy. Just quality work. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue one in place first. So I'm going to take some glue, and we're talking a glob. when I say a glob, it's a drop. It's on the end of this. Now once I get this one here in place, I can turn it around and do the other two for you. So that it looks a little bit better. Oh, well that didn't work out right. That's okay. See how that worked out? Little bit of glue gives it a good, nice little hold. And then you got these here that are just ready to go right in their slots. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it a little bit better. But now see how this one here is just ready to go? Well, no sense in making it wait, right? So you're going to kind of just push it in a little bit and give it a glob. Give it a little good air. And there it is. You want to do this with each one of these? And like I said, if you want to fast forward through some of these parts, that's fine. That's totally up to you. I'm just here to make your modeling life just a little bit better. And there you go. Now these do come with some really cool embutments that go underneath them. And I'm not going to glue them in place because I still have a little bit of gluing left to do on this one here. I'm just giving you guys a very rudimentary design. This is how we need to do this. But you just glue them right on there, however you want them to set. But that's it. That's your bridge right there. This is an arch bridge from Stalwart3D, and I want you guys to go check them out. These things are great to build. They're easy to build. We just did this. I don't know what it takes, 40 minutes or so. This bridge was absolutely incredible. Great detail, and they're great load bearing. I have and this is my second one right here. I'm doing some modification too on this side for my own personal use. That was it's going to be a wood plank walkway that is resemblance of the Union Pacific. Back in the late 80s, they had some bridges that had that. So this is kind of one of their bridges, kind of, so to speak. So this one here is when it's going to be completed. This one here will be another model off of a Union Pacific, but it's more the Southern Pacific because it has a special place that it's going to go that when you see it on my layout, you'll be like, ah, that's right, they had that. I'm not going to give it away yet, but it's coming soon. So anyways, guys, I'm Chris. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy these builds. Have a lot of fun with them, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah. And by the way, check out our Facebook group page, Acme Trains, AACME TRAINS. Hope to see you guys there. Talk to you soon.